afternoon, welcome to the NEC here in Birmingham and the Women's European Gymnastics Championships. Well, with just 2 months to go till Atlanta and the Olympics, this is the last chance for these gymnasts to test out their skills. It's also a great opportunity for us to see the potential Olympians in action. Since Barcelona, an awful lot has happened in the sport. We've got new nations, new teams and new faces, and most of them are on display here. We've got 6 out of the world's top 10 competing. Never before has there been a European Championship of such quality. From Ukraine, the favourite here is the all-round world champion, 17-year-old Lilia Podkopayeva. Russia has several talented gymnasts here. The best, perhaps, is one of the tallest at 5'4", Svetlana Korkina, world all-round silver medalist. From Romania, the 19-year-old Lavinia Milosevic is well remembered for her perfect 10 in the floor finals of the 1992 Olympics. She's a winner at world or Olympic level on every piece of apparatus. The most promising Romanian gymnast this year, though, is Simona Armana. At 16, she's already won world gold on the vault. One of the most successful gymnasts ever is from Belarus, Svetlana Boginskaya, who retired 4 years ago, but is back, hoping to go for her 3rd Olympics. A former world champion, she's won 9 European gold medals. Britain's best gymnast is Annika Reeder. She made history 2 years ago when she became the first British female gymnast to reach a European final. That was on floor. She then went on to become England's youngest gold medalist at the Commonwealth Games. So those are the stars to look out for in the individual all-round event. That's coming up very shortly. But first, news of the team event, and our juniors have done exceptionally well. They've come 9th overall. In the seniors, there are 36 nations in all. Great Britain have been drawn with the big guns, the 2 Rs, Russia and Romania. Our commentators are Christine Still, Mitch Venner, but first, Barry Davis.
So here is the British champion, Annika Reeder. And the first piece of apparatus for the British is the floor.
Opens with a full twisting double back. One and a half twist through to double twist punch front. And tumbling to match her increasing elegance. Aspect of her work that's improved so much. The choreography, the presence. Always been a fabulous tumbler. Fly spring, 1.5 twisting front. Lovely work from Annika.
Each team has 3 competitors on each piece of apparatus, but not necessarily the same 3.
Great power in the tumbling. The height was there, but unfortunately just the error there, the step that will cost.
Heel right on the line. And 9.487, she would have expected better than that. Could make it difficult to make the floor final. Now, a look at the Romanians. Here's Gina Gojan, and she starts on the bars.
Smooth start into swinging pirouettes, 1.5 pirouettes straight into a handstand on the low bar. Lots of control. The turns, giants, forwards and backwards, smoothly into the Kachev. Plenty of variety. Winding up here towards the... Oh, my goodness. Hit the swing entirely wrong. And just ripped through the bottom of the bar.
That could be really costly, not only for her team, hasn't given them the start that they wanted, but for her, she's the defending all-around champion, and the qualification comes from this team event for the top 24.
She just hit the bottom of the swing with angles in her shoulders and ripped through. And 9.212, very disappointing start for the Romanians.
Second piece of apparatus for the British is the vault. Here's the girl from Wales, Sonia Lawrence, who along with Annika Rieder will be going to the Olympic Games.
Handspring pike front, double jump forwards. She won't be that happy with that landing. Capable of marvellous vaulting is Sonia. Handspring on, lifts into the pike, and there, the jump she wouldn't want.
This part of the competition, it's the better of the two vaults she takes. She gets a better score from that second vault, but again, a little down on what she might have hoped for. Gemma Cuff follows her. Second vault for her. She slipped on the first.
And a handspring with half turn off into pike back somersault. Very difficult vault, but well controlled. The handspring onto the horse, hands parallel, big push with a half turn, and back somersault out. A Cuervo vault.
And a much better score for the second one, and that's the score that goes forward. 9.425. Good recovery. Now, the Russian challenge, and here's Svetlana Korkina, the youngest of their team.
Unusual vault, always. Yurchenko, it starts off. The half turn, pike somersault with another half turn. Very complex. There's Yurchenko, half turn on. And it finishes with a half turn into the Cuervo vault.
And he gets a better mark, that second vault, 9.825. To the bars, and this is Zita Lusak for Britain.
Starting with the back-up rise and into the Ginger somersault very smoothly, showing good variety of skills here. Slight hesitation, but a Healy turn, a full turn into a back straddle. Good swing, and up into a high, well-executed dismount, double twisting back away.
9.1 is her score. Become the most difficult of the four pieces of apparatus. Generally for the British team, they seem to have conquered their fears on the beam. So, after three pieces of apparatus, Romania leads from Russia, Ukraine having a battle for the bronze medal with Belarus, and it's all going to come down to what happens on the bars and on the vault. The Russians are on the bars.
Clean handstand shape. Good style in the full twist and the Kachev. Lovely transfer there to the lower bar. Kochetkova works with such style. Winding up. This mount, double straight it was, but slightly piked in the first of the two somersaults. Nina Kochetkova.
Gina Gojan, 9.75 for her first vault, and Kochekova's score has just come up. It's 9.787 for that routine on the bars.
Very dynamic vaulter, Gojan. Cast onto the horse, massive push off, plenty of time in the air for the 1.5 twist. The round off entry from the board, stretch to the horse, big push, 1.5 turns, makes the forward landing look simple.
Well, there was a bit of a push from the Russians on the bars, but the Romanians doing enough just to keep the distance between the two countries. Back to Korkina on the bars.
her long lines, do this apparatus great justice. Flight there and the Markelov skill she's made her own. So confident, seems to drift from one skill to another. Ball twisting double tuck, almost lost her balance.
Keeping the pressure on, Mitch, there.
Oh, she's a good competitor, Kokina. Fought that landing.
9.812. Coach Akayev in the background. Now the Russians looking with some concern. And here is Aminar for Romania.
And an outstanding vault. One half twist more than Goshan, double twist off the top. The round off entry, fast back with the hands, maximum lift, 2 twists, and opens out for the landing.
9.85 is the score, and the Romanians have won the team competition. And I think Aminar may well finish up with the best scores of all the top 24 here. Annika Rieder, the last piece of apparatus for Great Britain, as you can see, is the beam.
Confidently performed the front somersault mount. Pause for concentration. Very difficult series, 4 moves in a row. And the backflip with quarter turn to handstand. Gymnast has to show control, balances as well as dynamic leaps, jumps and tumbles. One of the compulsory elements, 2 jumps linked, Annika moving smoothly. Another pause for concentration. Front somersault, landed on only 1 foot, but such was her commitment, she recovered. Full of determination here. Up for the dismount. Big high double back, well landed. What grit and determination from Annika.
She's obviously very pleased with that, but I'm sure she's disappointed with her floor performance, which will not be good enough to get her into the floor final. But if she gets a good score here on the beam, she's certainly going to make the top 24, I would think.
This, the exciting series. 1 somersault, a backflip, and another somersault. So finely judged right to the end of the beam.
And 9.387, good enough score, and the British team have really moved up in the standings. Still the bronze medal to be decided, and here's Lilia Podkopaeva for the Ukraine.
Super vault. She shared the World Championship in '95 on this event. Marvellous provision.
Battle is between Ukraine and Belarus for this 3rd place.
Accurate. Half turn onto the horse. Sharp pike, beautiful half turn. Lovely vault.
And with that score, 9.862, Podkopaeva has led Ukraine into 3rd place. So Romania 1, Russia 2, Ukraine 3. And the news is that Great Britain have moved into 8th position. That's a wonderful performance by the team. Jenny Cox, who led the team off and did well on 2 pieces of apparatus, but they all contributed. Well done.
Well, Annika, it really was a great performance by the team. What are your thoughts after it?
We're really pleased that we got into the top 8. We've never done that before, and I'm glad that I made the top 24 as well.
How would you assess your performance?
I was really pleased with it. The vault went well. I managed to do a new vault, which was pipe front half. We've never competed that before. I was pleased with floor. I added a new tumble in that as well. Bars, that went wrong, but I'm hoping to improve that. And beam, I was pleased with that.
Are you looking forward to the all-round competition?
Yeah, it's going to be another hard day's work, but I'm looking forward to it.
So confirmation of the team result, very pleasing for the British team. Romania beating Russia by just half a mark. The Romanians so strong with all 3 gymnasts in the top 8, but it's only 2 per country that go through to the all-round competition. So it's the defending European champion, Gina Gojan, as the lowest scorer for Romania, who misses out. Anna Karida carries British hopes as one of the 24 qualifiers in the blue ribbon event of gymnastics, the individual all-round, which will undoubtedly provide the biggest clue to who will be on the Olympic podium. We rejoin our commentary team.